Hello, everyone. Now we're trying to automate the process of solving LP problems. I'm going over again this problem we had in the course. We're creating filters for stormwater treatment. We want to maximize the company profit by choosing the optimal number to manufacture for each filter type. For filter 1, unit profit is $300. For filter 2 is $500. So filter 2 is more profitable. Of course, there is a limit in the availability of materials. We can create up to 4 of filter 1 and up to 6 of filter 2. Also, another constraint here is the labor hours. It takes 30 hours of labor to create filter 1 and 20 hours of labor to create filter 2, but we only have 180 labor hours available. So in the lecture, I explained in all details how to formulate this. All you need to do in problems like this is to set your decision variable as the number to create for each filter. So your x1 is the number that you want to create filter 1, your x2 is the number that you want to create for filter 2. And that way we showed you in the course that your problem is because there is $300 of profit for each unit of x1, then you multiply it for the profit of that one. It's a sum product of the two filters. Of course, if you have a problem with more alternatives, you add them to here. And that's the limit for your materials availability, 4 for x1, 6 for x2. And the total labor hours here, 180. It takes 30, and we're just dividing everything by 10 for more simplification. The original form is 30 times x1 plus 20 times x2 less than equal to 180. And both x1 and x2 are positive numbers. We showed you in the lecture how to manually solve this. Now we want to do it in Excel. So first step, go to File, go to Options, and here under add-ins, you can see your add-ins currently working. You want to manage them here. So Excel add-ins go, and the very last one is Solver. You can check out other options you have for add-ins, but Solver is the one that we use for optimization. Okay, now that you okay, you can see this Solver pops up under the tab Data. So these tabs, Home, Insert, and stuff. Now you under Data, you have Solver. So click on Solver, and then here is asking you what you want to maximize or minimize, what are your variables, what are your constraints. So I just put it here, and just to make it looking nice, I have it color coded and formatted this way. It's up to you, however you want to format. It doesn't matter at all. Just be careful. The cells that you're picking are the right cells for objective function and for your constraints. So it's asking you, what's your objective? My objective is to maximize the profit. So I have this cell. Let me come out of the view again. So we go, let me close this first. So I go over the, so I delete this and I close it. So I show you how I formatted this first. So this is my tab. This is x1. For now, I'm setting the equations 1 for x1 and 1 for x2 to make sure everything is set in the right way. This is my constraint area. So this should read from this box x1. So if I change x1, then my value under the constraint also changes it automatically. So B4, and the constraint is of course 4. So this is just the number coming from the problem. 4 is my limit. For x2, make sure it's reading from the right cell. Yes. So x2 reading from it, and the maximum is 6. And then the last constraint for the labor hours here. If I have 3 x1 plus 2 x2, it has to be less than equal to 18. and that's how I have coded it. So sum product function, so 3 times, in this case it's 1, but I want to vary this for sure, and 2 times x2. So for now it's 3 times 1 and plus 2 times 1, so it should be 5. And that's what you see. The limit for this one is 18 coming from this. Again, we divided both sides by 10 for simplicity. And then the objective function I have here is another sum product, because 300 for x1, 200 for, sorry, 500 for x2. So you can see I'm using sum product again, 300 times 1 plus 500 times 1. So for now, it should show 800. But again, the whole idea here is that maybe my solution is 2 of this and 3 of this one. So then you can see everything changes automatically. But I don't want to do this manually. I want to have Excel to solve it for me automatically using the simplex method. So just to make sure, 2 updated with this, 3 updated, and now I have an updated number for the labor hours, and also I have an updated number for the profit. But let's have Excel do it for us. Again, you open the solver. So now that I explained to you how I have formatted this, then I can quickly just select. So set objective, I just pick this one, that's my objective, D12. If I want to maximize or minimize, I want to maximize it. What are my decision variables? My decision variables, I just do this way because I can just select them all together in the same click. So you can see B4, C4 are my decision variables. Now I want to add my constraint. First constraint, x1 has to be equal, less than equal to 4. Add a constraint, cell reference, this guy, less than equal to, do I need to change it? No, but this is just, you can see the other options. Constraint is this guy. Okay, add another one. 3 for x2, and constraint is this. Okay, and last one for the labor hours, cell reference here and constraint here. So now I did this, then I am ready to go. I just need to pick what method. Of course, this is linear programming. Simplex is the most appropriate one, but you can see evolutionary and other methods available, and I solve it. It's ready for you. So you can see now everything is updated, x1, 2, x2, 6, and then the constraints are met. So 18, 18, 6, 6, 2, 4. So this is not touching the limit, but that's how you can get to this solution. This is your optimal solution, and the maximum profit you can make out of this is 3,600. So you can have Excel to create a report for you. Just click this guy, and you can have a report. You can do other options, but the answers is the most important one. Okay it, and then you see there is a new tab, answer report number 1. You can see how everything is formatted for you. That's the one that is not binding for the constraint, but 6 is binding, touching the limit, 18 also. The final value, everything is reported for you by Excel. So this is how you can solve more complex linear programming problems, not manually, but automatically with Excel from now on. And I hope you enjoyed this video.